In the previous classes, we have discussed about the spherical mirrors. What is mirror? What is plane mirror? What is spherical mirror? This is the mirror which is we are using in our home. This is face mirror. We use it to see our faces and the objects. This is the mirror which is detached from the frame. Here I have removed the color to make it transparent both sides. If one side is coated, that is called the mirror, we know it. This is the plane mirror, and we came to know that this is the concave mirror. This is the concave mirror. Here this embossed surface is called the convex surface, and this surface which is lowered is called the concave surface. Concave surface. Here the reflecting surface is concave, that's why it is called the concave mirror. Concave mirror. Now coming to the present part. This concave mirror is a 3D article. 3D article. When it is continued or it is extended, it makes a sphere. It makes a sphere. On the board we cannot show the 3D diagram. That's why we have drawn a 2D diagram to represent the 3D sphere. That is a circular shape. Here, if we consider this one as the spherical mirror, that is concave mirror. If it is coated this embossed side, that means convex side, and the concave surface is left with the transparent surface. It is the transparent surface. That's why it is called the concave mirror. Concave mirror. When it is extended, it makes a 3D shape, but we are showing here the 2D shape. Its center is called the center of curvature. Its center is called the center of curvature. Simply saying, this C is the geometrical center of the shape obtained by extending the concave mirror's shape. Now the optical center of the portion which is taken as the concave mirror is called its pole. It's a pole. Now this pole means visual center of the or optical center of the concave mirror is called the pole. When we have removed this one, means it is a part. I have drawn this one to show that this concave mirror is the part of the sphere. Now this is the complete shape, but we have taken this part. This part represents the concave mirror. That's why I am removing this one. Actually, this concave mirror, when it is extended its shape, it makes the sphere. I have taken the 2D diagram, that's why it is looking like the circle. Its center is called its center of curvature. The geometrical center of the shape which is obtained by extending the shape of the spherical mirror is called its center of curvature. Now we have seen that the parallel rays, when incidents on this spherical mirror, means here we have taken the concave mirror, when the incidents on this one, means if here a ray and another ray here and another ray here, these are the parallel rays from a long distant object. When they incident on this concave mirror at Q, P, R, they reflect in a way that their incident angle must be equal to the reflected angle. First, to know that, we have to draw the radii. Here it is the radii, here it is the radii, here it is the incident angle, and the reflected angle is also must be equal to this I. That's why it is reflected through this angle, and this ray also has to be reflected with the angle equal to its incident angle. Here this is I1, this is I2. It also should be reflected through I2 angle, and both met at F. This point is called the focus of this concave mirror. Concave mirror. This focus is the midpoint of P and C. This F is the midpoint of P and C. Okay. Now let us go through next one. Okay. Now coming to the next part, we came to know that geometrical center of the shape of the extended shape by obtaining the spherical mirror is called the center of curvature. Means it is the geometrical center of this shape. P is its optical center, F is focus. Now the line joining through PFC, the line through PFC is called the principal axis. It is called the principal axis. Here P is the pole, F is the focus, and C is the center of curvature. Now I told that F is the midpoint of P and C. This PF distance is called the focal length. It is called the focal length. Is shown by small f. Is shown by small f. But we know that PF is equal to the FC because F is the midpoint of P and C. So PF is equal to FC, and PC distance is the radius of the shape obtained by extending the shape of the concave mirror. That's why it is called the radius of the curvature. Radius of curvature is shown by capital R. PC is equal to capital R. Capital R is equal to double that of PF. Double that of PF. PF is the focal length. PF is the focal length. That's why R is equal to 2F, and F is the half of the radius of curvature. F is equal to R by 2. When the radius is given, we can take the half value as the focal length, and if the focal length is given, double the value of focal length is called the radius of curvature. Now coming to the part 3 of this lesson, means rays that are useful to find the image. We can find the images of the objects which are kept in front of the mirrors. Here this is the concave mirror. This is the concave mirror. We know that P is the pole, F is the focus, C is the center of curvature. Why I am repeating the P, F, C names? Because they are very much important in this lesson. That's why we have to know about P, F, C and the distance between PF and distance between PC, focal length and radius of curvature. Okay, now if a ray incidents on concave mirror, this ray is parallel to the principal axis. The ray parallel to the principal axis when it incidents on a concave mirror, how it reflects? Here QC is the normal. It is the incident angle. That's why it should be reflected through focus. To get the reflected angle same that of the incident angle. That's why all the parallel rays to the principal axis are reflected through the focus. That's why it is the first ray which is useful to find the image. And the second ray. Now considering the ray which is passing through focal point means focus. This we know that this is the normal at this incident point, that is R. RC is the normal. Here this is the angle of incidence. That's why it should be reflected with the same angle that I. So it will be reflected parallel to the principal axis. The ray passing through F is reflected parallel to principal axis when it incidents on a concave mirror. The ray passing through F is reflected parallel to the principal axis. Now coming to the third ray, the ray passing through C means center of curvature. The ray passing through center of curvature when incidents on a concave mirror is reflected back again through C, because here if it incidents are a point W, here WC is the ray passing through center of curvature when incidents on concave mirror is reflected back again through center of curvature, because if it incidents at W, the WC is the normal at W, means this ray which is passing through C is making the incidence angle 0. That's why it will be reflected back again through C. Next part. Coming to the fourth part. Here we are knowing some notations. This is the concave mirror. P is the pole. F is the focus. C is the center of curvature. This PFC, it is the normal axis, principal axis. Okay. Now when an object is placed at M, that object is MO, and the image of that object is formed at N, that is Ni. Then the distance from pole to object, that is PM, is called the distance of the object or object distance. All the distances must be taken from pole. They must be measured from the pole only. That's why pole to object, that is P to M, is called the distance of the object. Again, pole to image is formed at N. That's why P to N, Pn is called the distance of the image or image distance. This is object distance is denoted by U, and distance of the image is denoted by V. Always U is the object distance, V is the image distance. These values must be measured from pole only. With the help of these notations, we have to draw the ray diagrams and have to find the image. In the next lessons, we go to remind you again about the focal point or focus. We know that the image of the long distance object is formed at the focal point, because the rays from the long distance object are parallel to the surface of the concave mirror. Now let us find the image of the long distance object, means those trees, window or anything else. Here we cannot see anything. Now even adjusting to here, nothing there. Now we can see something on this one, means lighting, but we could not find the image. Now when coming near to it, the shape is somewhat getting. When we came here, yes, now we can observe the fine image. This point means actually it will be here, but here we can see the distance. Here we can see the distance. This distance is 15 centimeters. 15 centimeters. This point is called the focus, and the length, the distance between this mirror to this image, when object is at infinite distance, is called the focal length. In the next lessons, we'll learn about the drawing of ray diagrams to find the images, and we'll do the activity to find the images and to know the properties of the images formed by the concave mirror. Thank you very much.